All right, everyone, get ready because we are going deep on Oprah. And I mean, seriously deep. You guys sent us a ton of stuff like Wikipedia entries and like a bunch of different languages, articles, everything. Clearly, you don't just want the daytime TV Oprah, right? You want like the whole story, the media mogul, all of it.
Yeah, and you know what's so fascinating about Oprah? It's how her story, like from those really tough early years all the way to becoming like a global icon, it's
Yeah.
all tied up with how she's seen in public and how she impacts like, well, pretty much everything. It's this incredible story of turning struggle into strength, and let me tell you, it's going to blow you away.
Okay, so let's break this down. We're talking about a woman who went from rural poverty in Mississippi to like a seriously rough childhood in Milwaukee. Talk about overcoming obstacles, right?
And those early experiences, those are key to understanding Oprah's power. It's like this been there, done that thing she has. It makes her so relatable. She connects with people because, she gets it. She's been through the fire and come out the other side even stronger.
Totally.
Mm.
It's like she's living proof that you can conquer anything. And let's be real, this woman was born to be on the air. A radio gig in high school, then local news when she was only 19. Like, Oprah was hustling right from the start. But here's where things get really crazy. She takes this local Chicago talk show. It was like languishing in third place.
hmm
And she just, boom, catapults it to #1.
Ratings gold.
Ratings gold.
But it wasn't just luck. Oprah was like this master of connecting with people. She would pull out their stories and just make everyone feel like they were part of the conversation. It's like she invited the whole world into her living room for a chat.
And then, bam, the Oprah Winfrey Show just explodes. It's like
Yeah.
the most watched talk show ever,
Yeah.
right? Just before the internet, before streaming. Like, you had to be there in front of your TV, glued to the screen, to be part of this whole phenomenon.
You got it. It was appointment viewing for millions and millions of people. They planned their whole day around it. It was the shared experience, like a cultural touchstone. We don't really see that anymore.
Yeah, it's true. And she wasn't just talented. She was a total business mogul, too. Like in 1986. Same year she gets nominated for an Oscar for The Color Purple. She starts Harpo Productions. What a power move.
Don't forget the meaning of Harpo. It's Oprah, but spelled backwards. It's this nod to her role in The Color Purple, like a subtle little reminder that she's changing all the rules. I love those little
Oh,
details.
totally. And then Harpo just takes off. Radio, magazines, film production. She even creates her own network, ON. Like, Oprah wasn't messing around. She built a whole media empire from nothing, and it totally changed the game forever.
Oprah's story is inspiring for everyone. You can break any barrier if you set your mind to it. Anything is possible.
Absolutely. And speaking of breaking barriers, let's talk about Oprah on the big screen. She comes in with a bang, gets an Oscar nomination for The Color Purple. It's a powerful film that tackled like some super important social issues.
Yeah, and you see that in a lot of the films she chooses. Beloved, The Great Debaters, The Butler. These movies often take on those big social problems, especially the ones that impact Black Americans. It's clear that Oprah really cares about using her platform to shine a light on these important stories that need to be heard.
You're right. And don't forget her voice acting in The Princess and the Frog. Tiana was Disney's very first Black princess. What a moment.
It's all about representation. Oprah gets how powerful storytelling is and how it shapes how we see the world. So by taking on those roles that challenge stereotypes and show us these critical issues, she's using her influence to really make a difference.
100%. And her impact goes way beyond just the screen. This woman is a philanthropic force, supporting education, funding disaster relief. She even founded a whole school for girls in South Africa. Oprah's not just talking the talk, she's walking the walk and inspiring others to do the same.
This is where her influence goes beyond just entertainment. She's using her platform and her resources to make a real, tangible impact. Showing us that we all have a responsibility to lift each other up. It's not just about words. It's about taking action.
Oh, and let's not forget about her voice in the #MeToo movement, especially that speech at the Golden Globes in 2018. Gave me chills.
That was a turning point, for sure.
Mm.
Oprah spoke for so many women who hadn't been able to speak up. She demanded that people be held accountable, and she, painted this picture of a future where harassment and abuse are gone. It was a call to action for everyone.
Yeah, it's amazing how she can tap into those big cultural moments and just make them louder, Speaking of influence, we got to talk about the Oprahification of media.
It's true. She basically created a whole new category of media, that mix of entertainment, self-improvement, and social awareness. It's everywhere now.
Oprahification, huh? Kind of like that.
Yeah.
So break it down for us. What does that even mean?
Think about it. The Oprah Winfrey Show wasn't just about gossip or interviewing celebrities. It was about digging deeper, personal growth, finding your purpose, making a difference. She brought in all these thought leaders and authors that we might never have heard of otherwise, started conversations about important social issues, and challenged us to be better versions of ourselves.
You're so right. She was always suggesting books, sharing her favorite things, talking about her own spirituality, and people loved it. She had this crazy power to influence what people read, what they bought, even how they thought.
Exactly. And that influence spread everywhere. Look at her magazine, Oki.
Mhm.
It's like a guide to that whole Oprah-fied lifestyle. From fashion and beauty to relationships and spirituality.
And we can't forget Oprah's book club. She turned millions of people into readers just by saying, hey, I love this book.
Yeah.
Suddenly, everyone was talking about Toni Morrison and Cormac McCarthy. Who would have thought?
It's amazing. She made reading fun and engaging, even for people who didn't think they liked books. She created this whole community of readers. People were discussing big ideas and themes that really connected with them personally.
It's like she opened up this whole new world of possibilities. Like reading could be fun, it could be enlightening, it could even change your life.
And she made it cool.
She made it cool.
And it wasn't just about books either. Oprah had this knack for spotting talent and giving people a platform. Like Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz, they both got their start on her show.
Oh, yeah. And Rachel Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Oprah basically launched her whole career. It's crazy how she can see someone's potential and give them that push to succeed.
It's about mentorship, and empowerment. Oprah understands that everyone has a story, something unique to share. And by sharing her platform and her knowledge, she's helped so many people achieve their dreams.
So what's the takeaway here? Oprah's not just a celebrity. She's like a force of nature. She's changed how we see media, how we think about personal growth, how we engage with social issues. She's shown us that we can be entertained, informed, and inspired all at the same time. It's pretty amazing when you really think about it.
It comes back to living a life with purpose and meaning. Oprah's journey shows us what authenticity, resilience, and compassion can do. She's shown us that we can overcome any challenge, achieve our dreams, and make a difference in the world. And she does it all with grace, humor, and that incredible Oprah energy. We all love it.
Absolutely. She's like that wise, supportive friend we all wish we had, right?
Mm.
Always knows just the right thing to say to make you feel better. She's a role model for women, for people of color, for anyone who's ever been told they're not good enough.
And her story's not over yet. She's always growing, learning, and inspiring us. Who knows what she'll accomplish next? But one thing's for sure. Oprah Winfrey's legacy will continue to inspire people for generations to come.
Well said. So, after diving into all of this, what stands out to you about Oprah's journey? What's the one thing you're taking away from this deep dive?
For me, it's her unwavering belief in the power of human connection. Throughout her career, she's always created spaces for people to share their stories, learn from each other, and support each other, whether it's through her talk show, her book club, or her philanthropy. She always highlights how important community and empathy are.
That's so true. And it's not always about these grand gestures, it's like those everyday things we do to connect with people. Really listening with an open heart, helping out where you can, just spreading a little kindness. It's about making those Oprah-fied moments happen in our own lives.
Yeah, exactly. And those moments, those connections, they can really change lives, yours and the people you touch. It's like this ripple effect that makes the world a better, more compassionate place for everyone.
Absolutely. So are you feeling inspired yet? Because I know I am. Oprah's story shows us that you can do anything if you dream big. Work hard and just be yourself. And hey, who knows, maybe one day we'll all get to sit down with Oprah and have a chat.
That would be amazing. But until then, we can all learn from her, right? Try to make a positive impact in our own way, one connection at a time. But Oprah's story really makes you think.
Okay, tell us, what's the big question we should all be asking ourselves?
It's this. How can we each, in our own way, use our own talents and experiences to make the world a better place? We might not have Oprah's platform or resources, but we all have something special to offer.
Deep. So it's not just about being inspired by Oprah. It's about actually doing something ourselves, right? Finding our own purpose and using our voice to make a change.
Exactly. We all have a role to play in making the world a better place, whether it's volunteering, speaking up for what's right, or even just showing kindness and compassion every day.
So it's about finding those little Oprah moments and making them count. Maybe it's mentoring someone, giving to a cause you care about, or even just being there for a friend who needs to talk.
Exactly. Those little things can make a huge difference. You never know who you might inspire to do the same. It's all about realizing that we're all connected, and what we do, no matter how small it seems, can make a difference.
That's a powerful thought to end on. So, to everyone listening, we hope this deep dive into Oprah's world has left you feeling inspired, empowered, and ready to make your mark. And remember, as Oprah would say,
You get in life what you have the courage to ask for.
so go out there and create your own magic. And that's our deep dive into Oprah. See you next time.